Hey, morning everybody. It's Friday morning, New Zealand time. Here we are on
everyone.
Morning, Rose. Rose is here with me on Zoom. So if you want to see us together, jump on her Zoom call. Details are on all my links. Otherwise, you'll just see me and you'll hear Rose in the background, who is an amazing radio host. So welcome, Rose.
Thank you. Amazing radio host. Okay.
Amazing radio.
Might have something to say about that. Yeah. So how's everything going with you, Chantelle?
Yeah, it's been a good week. It's been fairly full on. I don't know what people have felt around in their lifestyle, but definitely the solar flare action happening at the moment. The Schumann frequencies are hitting Earth, and we've had some major downloads this week. So feeling that. So if anybody's out there feeling really emotional or really unstable, that could be the reason why. Okay, so.
Yeah, feeling emotional and really unstable.
Yeah.
That's I just felt a bit like I've been swaying a little bit this week.
Yeah.
And that means I need to ground myself.
Yeah, so that's what we talked about last week about grounding. But yeah, I fell over this week. It was like,
oh
yeah.
Are you okay? Are you okay after falling over?
Yeah, it's like nothing like getting kicked up the butt by spirit. So yeah, it's all good. All right.
Oh, well, yes, very interesting. Very, very interesting what we're having to go through right now, eh? And,
yeah, it's crazy. So yeah.
Yes. So
what's
2
happening?
minutes to go. Yeah. Anybody coming on, saying hello?
Yeah, we've got Caroline, of course. She's already commented on YouTube about half an hour ago. I don't know how she does it, but she does it. So she's got some stuff for me to work on. We've also got a couple of people coming on. I've got Karen from the States on live, and also Cara as well. So welcome everybody. So all around the world, we are here today. Unfortunately, I can't see my posts in Facebook, so I'm just going to have to jump over to Facebook to see those posts. I don't know why it's not happening. If anyone gives me some hints, that would be really good. Because the comments just don't come through. But anyway, so what has Rose been up to this week?
I have been up to many things. It's been a week of surprises, and some of them pleasant ones, some of them, well, not so pleasant. However, it's been all right, and just about navigating, right? So we're all of us going through a lot of transformation. Now, I'm going to start doing what I normally do, is I talk about something, and Chantelle, obviously you can add into that, but I want to do it as soon as possible because I think it's a deep one today. So just a heads up for everybody, it's a deep one. I'm holding in my, I just got, as I was walking past the bureau there, I just got told to take the lapis lazuli, the little one that I have, rose quartz, and my red jasper.
Ooh.
Okay. Think about the chakras that it aligns with.
Yeah.
Blue, this lapis lazuli is your throat chakra.
Mm-hmm.
Rose quartz, the heart chakra.
Yep.
And
Jasper.
This is your Jasper's your root chakra.
Yeah.
Okay, because it's root. Now, I think these are the chakras that perhaps need some realignments, right? Perhaps, and if there's anything else, obviously people can put it in there and say, hey, I think this is what I need. But the topic today is the replay on my mind.
Huh.
So what is the replay on your mind?
The replay.
What is the replay on your mind? Whose voice do you hear in there? And I am speaking from personal experience here when I say this, because quite often we're functioning, operating, and we think we're supposed to do a certain thing. We try to do that thing, and we don't get the results we want. Okay, but who is the? Where's that thought? The southern hemisphere, it is winter.
Yeah.
Sometimes, yes, it's winter, but I have not known of illness being as prevalent and as much as it has been in this winter than ever before, right?
Yeah.
So remember that we are we're going through a transformational process. Remember that our health, our medical, our health sovereignty, our personal sovereignty has been under the radar. A spotlight has been on it for such a long time. And as in 3 years, right? So it kind of really owned in on that the last 3 years. I currently experience joint immobility with my joints. And I ask myself, what is that telling me? Right? And I'm bringing it back to the health. What is it telling me about myself? When I cannot move properly, when I cannot type because my fingers are so sore, there's that inflexibility, there's that rigidity of the joints. What is it saying to me maybe about my psyche, right? So I feel, and this is where I'm coming back to this, what's the replay going on in the mind? And when we're not having the breakthroughs, or we have a breakthrough for a short while, but we go back to, because I don't know if you've noticed this, the joints hurt today, they come right after all the work you've done on them. 2 days later, they're back.
Yeah.
Or that inflammation is moved to another joint, and it seems like the inflammation, and I'm talking about joints because that's very personal to me.
Yeah.
Joints because, and then like today I might have it on the left elbow, tomorrow it gets to the right wrist. And I'm like totally feeling incapacitated and that immobility. I cannot move, right?
Yeah.
And so I ask myself, what is this? Now, there are two things I have not been working on in my worlds, amongst the many things, right? My business, I need to close my business.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been putting it off and putting it off and putting it off and putting it off. Okay. There's nothing coming through that business except for what is currently there.
Yeah.
That sustains me just barely, right?
Yeah.
And this is very personal to me. So my guides have asked me to talk about this. So, and then I asked myself, why is there stagnation in this? And my body seems to be reflecting that stagnation. And the minute I go to do that work, my joints act up. I want to go to sleep. I'm like, the dog is acting up, all of that stuff, right? There's one thing. And there's another thing, and that is a relationship, a connection I have to some person I've met now in the last 2 years. And it's a very strong connection. And I've worked out that we have been married in a previous lifetime.
Yeah.
My guides have given me. We've been married in a previous lifetime. The child we had in that lifetime, he has now, right? And he's totally clueless about it. But, I don't want to think about him. I keep putting him on the back burner. I'm like, no, we're not having that conversation because I can't fathom it myself. My mind, my ego mind cannot fathom what this is about, right?
Yeah.
But last night I was lying on my bed and I had this real thing about my guide said to me, we need to talk about him.
Oh dear.
All those things that you have got in your mind, ask yourself where it comes. Coming back now to the replay of the mind.
Yeah.
All those things you think about, all those things you think, I don't want to think about it because you know what? I don't know. I feel romantic. Oh, I don't know if I feel romantic and I shouldn't be feeling so strongly connected with him. I am avoiding the topic. So this is obviously a karmic relationship and it's coming back. And so therefore the stagnation in my mind, I believe is affecting the things in my body and the things I need to be dealing with, I need to deal with. But what's the replay in your mind? How are we going to cross over to actually resolving that thing? The replay has got to be the voice of your higher self.
Mm-hmm.
The replay has got to be the voice of your guides. If you're not hearing the replay, if you're not hearing the voice, and I mean, I say replay because I'm saying we're having a replay in the mind. I'm having all my programming, my inhibitions, my thoughts, what my daughter said when I told her about it, all of that playing in my head, but I'm not hearing the voice of the guides about what they're saying. What's my higher self saying that I need to resolve in this karmic relationship? What's my higher self saying about, okay, your career as an accounting person has ended? Why am I not listening to that? So I bring this back to all of us. Time to listen to the voice of your higher self, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now, I know you've got a card there.
Yeah, I've got a card.
I've got a card.
And by the way,
I've got a card. Go on.
Rose's theme is very similar to mine personally, and probably a lot around the world as well. So transitioning from one career to another, it's very scary. It's security.
Yes.
It's yeah. But at the back of the mind, you know which way you got to go, which way flows right, and which way stagnant. And go with the flow. And I'm buzzing saying that. So confirmation, guys.
So I really brought this forward because I know that this is not just me.
No.
I am hearing other people talk about this. And if we're experiencing it, even as a collective, look, many of us are mature in the journey we have taken to self. We have been doing this journey for a long time now. We have been awakening, and we're going through the transformational process. This is the last, well, not the last, but these are the hardest yards you'll ever have to go through right now. Even if, for example, you are doing energy work and your energy work has been successful and all of those things. But I know people that are doing this and there's kinks in their vibration about it because they too are transforming beyond what they've been doing for the last 20 years.
Yeah.
Do you know? They come to a stage where they have to stop and they have to really stop the replay button of where it's coming from and say, okay, all that worked for here and now, it's benefited me, it's given the collective what it needed. But right now, what is it I need? What is it I need? And if that means I need to get out of an environment to figure that out, then that's what I need to do. And I'm talking about somebody who's been doing something for 20, 25 years or whatever. People are having struggles to assimilate, to absorb the idea that they might have to give up something that's been working for 20 years.
Yeah.
Don't get to the point where it's now coming to lack.
Yeah.
That you have to get out of it, because for me, that's what's happening in my world. I have been stubbornly holding on to it.
And that stubbornness is causing the inflammation. And I know that too. I experience it just like you. I'm aching bones and
exactly
got pushed over by spirit yesterday and hurt my shoulder. You know, it's just wake up call, guys. If you've got inflammation, it's stagnation. So what is it? It could be a lifestyle change. Yeah.
Right. So I will very shortly conclude. I was hoping, I'm going to talk about my cards. And this card has been sitting in here for 2 weeks. They asked me to do a card. I was trying to pull other cards, and then I opened the book and there was this card. And I just thought, this is the card, right?
Yeah.
So Chantelle, I will do the cards. Then you say you do what you need to. But I have been told I should do some language, but it's up to you if you want me to or you don't. But that's okay.
We all love language. We all love the light language.
Okay.
So what's your card today?
The card today is from the Wisdom of Avalon Oracle deck by Colette Baron Reed. That one.
Yep.
The card is a number 12 card.
So 1 and 2 gives 3.
Yes. And whatever that 3 means for you, it's one of mine. I think it's my soul number or my life path number. One of it. The Swan is the name of the card. There's our swan. Remember the story of the ugly duckling? I'm just kind of thinking about that when I think about the swan. But let's see what this card says. Transformation, trusting the psychic gifts. That's why I could not talk about this. This card represents a transformation from one state to another. From the ugly duckling to the beautiful swan. This signals a period of growth that will ultimately be life-changing. The swan says that you may change so much that you may not recognize yourself in the end. Oh my gosh, I've heard that so many times. Most important, it's time to honor and love this change within yourself. For then only the most beautiful reflection will shine back at you from the mirror of your life. The swan says, dive in, you will love who you become. It also reminds you that you need to trust your intuition and your psychic gifts to guide you as you go through the process of wonderful and ultimate change. The swan is the companion of the high priestess, who has the ability to part the mists that serve to separate Avalon from the physical world. The swan can dive into the lake on her behalf and find treasure that human eyes cannot see. The swan reminds you to see with your heart and listen with your spirit, and the whole world can be magically transformed. Yeah,
I love the swan. When I first read that card, I was like, wow. Yeah, so I've been pulling that card a lot lately for me, so it's,
Oh my gosh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's amazing. Okay, so I've been asked to pull a card today too. Now, if you guys don't know me, I am absolutely obsessed with cards. I've got so many packs of them. I keep buying them. I love them. Don't be scared of oracle cards. They are amazing insight. They are basically your soul to you. So don't be scared of them. They're really, really cool to have, really fun to work with. Amazing. I love them. So I keep buying packs of them. I've got hundreds of them. So today I've got a new pack and brand new pack. And those who know me will just think this is hilarious. Sacred Light Oracle. Okay, it's a pack and it's a beautiful, I don't know if you guys can see it. It's a beautiful, beautiful pack by Anna Stark. And today I pulled the, because we talk about all different realms and stuff like that. I pulled the card, Lord I can't say his name,
Melchizedek.
Yeah.
Melchizedek.
Okay, so he's popped up. He's amazing with energy wise and geometric stuff like that, like the symbols of geometrically. So basically his decision, his card is all about indecision, ego-based action, and lifestyle change. So isn't it amazing? We pulled two different cards and they all represent the same thing. And basically what it says is become what it is that you seek, stand alone if you must. Okay. And affirmation today is, I respect the authority I am given. My choices bring respect and achievement. Okay, so all on the theme today of like transitioning, change, and stuff like that. So really cool. So that's the card, and I'll show you the card. So you can see that one. Yeah.
The wise King Melchizedek.
Yeah.
He's mentioned in the Bible, and he is the king without a genealogy.
Oh, is that right?
I wonder, he's a king. He's one king that doesn't have a genealogy mentioned in the Old Testament. And he's also, and suddenly when you said it, what you just said now, when you finish reading it, I feel like a Metatron energy, Archangel Metatron energy coming through with that Melchizedek card. Right.
Metatron, So Metatron, if you don't know it, is actually, I've been listening. I've been learning about all these archangels. There's so many things out there that you got to learn about. And it's amazing world, but he's a higher one that aligns us with the cosmic grid, the informational morphic field, in my sense, the quantum entanglement of the morphic field up there. So all the information and stuff like that. So he aligns us with that, with source and information. So beautiful. Bring him on.
All right.
Okay, so what have we got at the moment? So we have got Caroline on the line, and she's given me lots of things to work on. There's lots of sports injuries, so we're going to work on that. So we've got Steph with some sports injury, plays a lot of rugby, Violet and Reno with the autoimmune, Violet and some colleagues as well with some insomnia and back problems. So lots of sore, achy bodies at the moment. Yeah. And then I have got some Facebook guys come on. Karen saying Metatron is my top guide, and now Karen.
Yeah,
I can imagine that with her because she's amazing. She's an amazing energy
Love
worker.
Metatron, yeah.
And Kara as well. You said we're well. Ascension Masters worked well together, so cool. And we've got Linda from the States as well with an eye infection, so we'll deal with that as well. So just putting those all onto my clipboard, guys, on my magical clipboard. So we've got heaps of people here from the States and from New Zealand as well. So sports injuries, we're going to put inflammation on the board. And yeah, so that feels good. Right, should we get into it? Anything else you want to add, Rose? Are we going to do some light language first?
Let's do some language.
Let's do some language, eh? All right.
Okay. I'm just going to put myself on musician's mode. Chantelle, you want to put me on mute? Put yourself on mute for this, in case we have feedback only.
Okay. I'm just muting on Zoom, guys, so just excuse me for a second. Cool. On mute on Zoom.
So everybody, here we are. We've been talking about replay on the mind. And we've been talking about not listening to the voice of the higher self, or just listening to the programming more than the higher self, because there's a lot of noise going on out there. So let us just take a moment to breathe. It's a good time for the collective to get together. It's a good time. Now is the time not to be completely in hermit mode, but to come together and raise vibration, because all the work we've been doing is paying off with all the light we're getting at the moment. So imagine that wherever you are in your room, that you have got all of us with you. And even if it means putting your hands out on the side of you to just like hold the other person on either side of you, whatever the direction is. Mikilam sholai kolomole de kolofohe. Ahila hua na kefele ketomoam. Le mesilo mahokalave. La kete lo mohia hiofohom. Ikata forona ketale meshahe. Kola mahia ukutahe na hukela mahieho. Ila mahata kela makito fona kitamaho. Tiela mahoi na fareho hai. Hoi 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 hoi. Hilo mahula mahi. Hilo yaho. Kilo mahilo. Kalila mau kilabahi. Zelevai kilo kaino fali hahi. Ahi, halumahi. Friends, we have unity consciousness right now amongst all of us. Do you see yourself? Do you see yourself flying above the earth with flowing garments as if you were a dragon, yet you're not? In your humanness, yet you fly. You're above the earth, and all of us, we bring unity consciousness to the planet. We bring unity consciousness to ourselves, to each other. Ila kasalamo wallahi kufan nekatahe ila mahai. So now come back to where you are. Come back to the place you sit. Come back to the room you stand in. Yeah, gently. Come. Land softly wherever it is you need to be. Holding the hand of your brother, your sister, your furry family, whomever you are holding the hand of in your mind. Stand, sit, be grounded, be grounded, be grounded. Connect yourself from your root chakra through to the earth star chakra. Connect to the crystalline grid of the earth. Imagine roots growing from your root chakra. I beg your pardon. Imagine roots growing from your earth star chakra into the earth. Thank you.
Oh, that was powerful, Rose.
Thank you, everybody.
Yeah. Guys, so just realigning you guys, just making sure you guys are all grounded and connecting into source and ground, Mother Earth.
If you're saying something, Chantelle, you're on mute.
Oh, I'm on mute. I'm on mute on Zoom. Sorry, guys. There you go. Sorry, guys. Okay. So just aligning you guys as I was doing that. So making sure you are connected to ground, so coming back into ground, and also connected to source as well. So very powerful. Thanks, Rose. It was amazing. It was
Yeah, it was a different one.
It was a very different one. So that's what I love about the show, is that we don't know what comes in. And it's amazing, and every week it's so different, and that language today was completely different from last week. So it's amazing to see. That's how we got time going. So basically what I'm going to work on, we've been grounded now, which is great, so that we're going to absorb the energy of the earth as well. We're connected up through our soul star up to the galactics and the information, the morphic field of the universe. So get into that grid, and also our grid in the earth, our crystalline grid on the earth, very important at the moment, especially with all this frequencies are hitting the earth at the moment. The earth's frequency is changing. She's moving, so we need to move with her. So make sure you sync with her as well. Okay, so it's really important to do that. So I'm just going to start off with some basic Pangu today, because we've got lots of information going on, lots of injuries going on, and a lot of infections. So I think everybody needs a really good boost. And a lot of energy circling around us at the moment, it takes it out of us. So let's just give everybody a nice big boost of chi, and we're just going to do the Pangu straight away. So just connecting in with the passcode, take kindness and believe in it as basis, take frankness and friendliness to heart. Speak with reason, treat with courtesy, act with emotion, and accomplish result. Take kindness and believe in us as basis. Take frankness and friendliness to heart. Speak with reason, treat with courtesy, act with emotion, and accomplish results. And again, so drawing the energy up from the earth and from the source. Take kindness and believe in it as basis. Take frankness and friendliness to heart. Speak with reason, treat with courtesy, act with emotion, and accomplish results. Now, so I've charged you up a bit. So now I want you to release stuff. Okay, so release stuff that you no longer required. Okay, so release those emotions, pain. Just allow them to dissipate into the earth or the universe, so that the universe can reuse their energy. And I'm just going to pull some as well. So if you can feel me pulling, I'm actually inserting chi into your left hand and pulling out of your right hand. So just let it flow. Okay, let it flow. Make sure you're grounded, and if you've got some really heavy stuff, chuck it into Mother Earth, because she is our negative. Remember, we are electric beings. Basically, we have a negative and a positive. Mother Earth, or Earth, is our negative. So we need to move our negative energies down into her, and she will transform them. That's what she is. She will transform them into life energy and give all the elementals their energy. So including us, by the way. So add that in there. So I'm still doing the passcode. Take kindness and believe in us as basis. Take frankness and friendliness to heart. Speak with reason, treat with courtesy, act with emotion, and accomplish results. So I'm just going to check on the clipboard. We're going to get right into some nitty-gritty stuff, and I might create a code, I think, today. So we've got some Seth with his sports injuries, Vale as well, autoimmune system in there for Reno, some anxiety, insomnia, back pain in there. And where else have I got in there? Anything for you, Rose, that's coming through? I'm just going to check Facebook.
I guess for me it's joints, as I mentioned, joints. So
joints, yeah, joints for Rose. Put that on there. Eye infection for Linda. I'm just trying to read through the comments on Facebook. And I did see somewhere Karen had some sore hands as well. So we'll put those on there as well. And of course, my shoulder as well. Put that on there. All right. So just lots of information. Okay, I keep getting 5-element theory. So let's just dive in. Which of the elements needs our help at the moment, or is high priority at the moment? Is it fire? Of course it is. First one up, fire. So fire is related to inflammation. Funny that. Small intestine, triple warmer, the heart, and the pericardium of the heart. So a heart center. Now, Rose at the beginning came in with 3 crystals. Really interesting. One was the throat, one was the heart, and one was our root chakras. Basically, the triple warmer is the connecting of all those 3 centers. So definitely we need those all aligned. So let's just go into that. The fire element, triple warmer, and getting the 3 centers aligned. That's what we'll work on. And what am I going to do? A code? No. I just want Pangu today, okay, guys? So we're just going to pull that together, and I'm just going to work on the fire element, The triple warmer, we'll zone into that. And Pengu, Blue Ray. And what's Pengu today? Okay, so just straight energy into that. So take kindness and believingness as basis. Take frankness and friendliness to heart. Speak with reason, treat with courtesy, act with emotion, and accomplish results. And again, take kindness and believingness as basis. Take frankness and friendliness to heart. Speak with reason, treat with courtesy, act with emotion, and accomplish results. So I'm just going to ask our spirit healers to come through as well and to use me as a channel while I'm doing the passcode. Okay, so open up for that. So if anyone wants to come in and help, they can. So you might see some beans around me or some other things hanging around. Just let them come in, let the energies come in, and they will go to work on whatever is needed. So we just ask them to come through. And I'll do the passcode just to help, just to amplify the energies coming through. Take kindness and believingness as basis. Take frankness and friendliness to heart. Speak with reason, treat with courtesy, act with emotion, and accomplish results. So people, when we ask, how does this work? Okay, so basically the Pengu passcode is like a carrier wave. It's lost like us using a cell phone call for overseas. So we've got lots of people here on the line at the moment from America, and they're going, how does it work? Well, they know how it works, but and it's just like that. I am dialing into them, and we are using Pengu, which is Pengu is a source energy, source light energy as the carrier wave, and then we're just providing information from the universe onto that through our spirit guides or healers or whoever wants to help, and they are providing the information, and Pengu's providing the energy. Okay, so that's how we get it from on Zoom here all the way around the world. Really quite easy. It's all about entrainment. Okay, so entrainment energy. So still pushing that. How's that feeling now? How are you feeling, Rose? You've been feeling anything coming through? Anybody online want to comment?
And just tinglings in my fingers.
Oh,
so that's good. Yeah.
Like the energy is expanding, my hands are expanding out. So we've definitely got some movement. Awesome. Okay, so what else needs working on? 5 elements again. So fire, earth, metal, water, wood. Water. Okay, so water, the organs related to water are the kidney and the bladder. Okay, kidneys are our life generators, life force generators, so they definitely need help, and they're all about anxiety at the moment as well. So that's what that is all about. So what else is in there? Kidneys that we can do, and fear. Okay, fear. So water elements to do with fear. So just imagine when you're doing water. Water is an amazing element. So while I'm talking about it, I'll just chuck some energy into it. Okay, so water is an amazing for clearing emotions. So jump in the shower and let the water flow over you. It will just help remove the emotions, just allow the emotions to flow out of the body and into down the drain into Mother Earth, basically. So fear is related to water, anxiety, anything like that, phobias. Okay, and because we're all going through this strange time at the moment, it's quite amazing we're talking about it. All this transition, like the Earth's transitioning, a lot of people transitioning in their lives, career-wise or relationship-wise. There's a lot of fear or anxiety about that, okay, about security. So it's all about just letting it go. So letting go the old allows room for the new, okay? You can't really keep exploding. You need to release some, okay? So, yeah. So let's just release it. Oh, that you don't need. You don't need it. Your body doesn't need it. So just release it and allow the new to come in. Pengu. Okay, no, it wants me to change into blue ray. Okay, so I'm going to get Rose to switch me onto musician's mode if she can in Zoom, because with the high pitch of the blue ray, so blue ray is it's a shushing sound, so to break the energy up. And it's quite high pitched, so it might come breaking in and out. Okay, the mics can't handle it. We're trying our best with new technology. All right, let's go. So blue ray, so calling in my blue beans, blue ray. We're going to work on the water element, kidneys and bladder. Just break that all down with the fear information in the body as well. Remember, we made up a lot of water, okay? So 70% water at least. So you got to keep it nice and humming. Right, breaking it up now. Shh, 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 Oh, there's a lot in there, guys. Woo. Okay. We've broken up the old, so now we're just going to charge it up, Blu-ray charge. So just filling the gaps in the energy body with lovely Blu-ray energy, charging it all up, allowing the cells just to recalibrate with stuff. So. And I'll layer that with Pangu as well. So we've got Blu-ray coming through. You might be able to feel it. It's quite a cooling sensation. Can be. You might be able to see things around me, blue beans around me, because I love joining in. They're very social beans, by the way. And then we'll add some life force on top of that with Pangu. So take kindness and believe in us, its basis. Allow it just to flow through the body, in between all the cells, all through the molecules. Just allow the energy to flow right down to the cellular particles, even atoms, letting the energy flow around everything, just charging it all up. So remember, we're light beings, so we're energy beings. So just allow the light to come in and just float around and fill in all the gaps that we've just broken up. Just saying the passcode, take kindness and believe in us as basis. Take frankness and friendliness to heart. Speak with reason, treat with courtesy, act with emotion, and accomplish results. Okay, everybody just ground themselves again. Just allow all that energy that we've just moved around to be centered again, releasing the old. Let it go down. And then connecting back up to Mother Earth again. The energy coming up through the Earth star, up into the root, the navel. The solar plex is our centering, so there's a lot out at the moment. So we'll just stay there for a second. The solar plex, you can see I'm swaying, moving with the energy coming up. This is quite normal, by the way, guys, if you see me swaying. Coming up, solar plex, so staying there for a second. And then we're moving up to our heart. Two types of hearts, the emotional heart and the normal heart. So moving up there. Then our throat, our communications. A lot of people are feeling sort of hard to talk at the moment, like stuck for words. So that's our throat chakra. So make sure you do that. Coming up there. And then we're going to go up to the third eye. So this is our knowing, our senses, our cranial nerves, enlightening all those. And then crown, our connection up into the heavens, going through to source star. So there we go, nice connection. And just allow the energy to flow over the body so you're nice and light and grow your aura or your bubble. Okay, so how's everyone feeling? Caroline's feeling really buzzy and emotional. I love Caroline. She loves my feedback. Anybody else got any feedback? Chuck it in the chat. If you see anything, let us know. If you've got any questions, chuck it in there. I'm trying to monitor both. So what's coming through? Okay.
If you're yawning, you're clearing.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean falling asleep, because I've been yawning.
Yawning.
And I've discovered, my action for clearing
Is
is
yawning?
yawning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Karen's just
Right.
commented something. What is it? Trying to find all my comments. Coming through. Very chilled. Karen's very chilled. Karen's very relaxed. Thank you. We're going to see these guys in a couple of minutes. So, Linda, feeling great. Huge movement. Yes, I love it. Like, Linda's been struggling with that infection. So, yeah, I love it how everyone's nice and relaxed. So, beautiful, guys. That was the intention. Chilling out, especially with the kidneys. You know, be nice and chill. Yep. And Rose is still yawning away.
Yes, sorry. I'm not being rude, I promise. Yeah, okay.
Yay.
How are we going?
Okay, so that's us for this week. Rose, you got anything to say?
Yeah, so I was going to say thank you, everyone, for, supporting the Great Awakening Generator, and, of course, appreciating your time to give me the space, Chantelle. But, next week, my time here on the channel comes to I'm not going to say, I'll say it's on hold for the moment, because I've heard the guides have asked me to come out of doing a few things. This is not the only thing I've been asked to release.
Yeah.
And the word has been for me this week, release. So they've asked me to release this for the moment. And I don't know, perhaps in a couple of months' time, if you will have me back, I'll be here.
Yes, definitely.
If I feel that, that's what they're asking me to do. And so I'll be, next week is the last week. Look who's arrived.
I know. He's been hanging around wanting to join in.
Yeah, of course. So I will be back next week, but next week is my last week for the live transmissions. So, I don't know what happens after that, because, this is an awesome time for me to do the transmissions. I love doing the Friday morning transmissions, but I have been asked to take a hiatus from it, and that's what I'm doing. So anyway, we'll catch you next week. Anyway, I'll be here, but just letting you know in advance, next week is the last week. I didn't want to spring everybody next week and say, oh, this is the last week, but no, I had to say it today. So
So Rose will be moving on to other stuff. She's got so many projects on the go. So I can't wait to see what she comes out with next. It's amazing. But I'll still carry on. I'm loving this. This is giving me great energy every week. I'm getting more confident in fight. You guys are coming through, which is great. So I love treating you guys, and I love coming through with whatever else happens out there. And you guys, so I'll be still around. Rose is just going to slip off for a while into some other adventures, but we'll be back next week, both me and Rose. So watch out for an amazing episode. So can't wait. So well done, everybody. Thanks for the feedback.
Thank you.
Hope everyone's feeling good. Relax, get rid of all that inflammation out of the body. Okay, really important to do grounding to get it out of the body. Lots of water. Okay, clear the emotions, clearing out. And as I say, there's lots of shamanic resonance frequencies happening at the moment. So Schumann frequencies happening at the moment. So it's not only you that's feeling a bit weird, it's the whole earth. Okay, so enjoy your week, and we'll be back next time.
Great. Bye, everyone.
See
Catch you
you.
next time.